Our main card begins with this lightweight world tournament contest. Here's your cloud bet tail of the tape for Clay Collard versus Alfie Davis. Collard, 32 years of age. Alfie Davis is a year older. Collard an inch taller. Davis weighed 1 pound more, but the reach advantage, only major difference here, belongs to Clay Collard.
Fight.
Clay Collard's in the green. Alfie Davis is in the dark trunks. Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy, Randy Couture beside the PFL Smart Cage. First round action in the PFL World Tournament in the lightweight division. Two strikers.
Oh, boy. I was just about to say, Clay Collard's got a Mortal Kombat tattoo on his arm, and it couldn't be more fitting for this fight. I mean, this is push forward, brawl and box against a sharpshooter with great footwork in Alfie Davis.
That first kick from Alfie Davis slapped off the side of Clay Collard's head. It's motivated him to grab a hold of his opponent. And now Alfie Davis with double underhooks reverses position on the barrier.
Nice job of repummeling by Alfie Davis to get inside position, chasing down that body lock. Clay Collard now trading places with him, putting Alfie on the fence.
Yeah, good work by Collard to turn, and he's really making the most of these foot stomps. They don't look like much, and I can tell you, if you've got good footwork, you like to be on your toes, you do not want your feet smashing like that.
Well, the corner of Clay Collard at weigh-ins yesterday spoke about this game plan, using the wrestling a little bit more, being intelligent in this fight. Clay known for always being an exciting fighter, but at times it has cost him in previous PFL seasons. Wanted to be more strategic this time around with no margin for error in the new tournament format.
You can see Clay pushing and driving his head into the face, trying to get some space here, but Alfie Davis is staying really tight on this body lock.
Tough double underhook position for Alfie Davis. Clay struggling to get some distance there, and now back in the open.
The challenge for Alfie Davis is to try and keep enough space so he can utilize his fancy techniques, whereas Clay, he only needs a few inches to thud you in the body with those big hooks.
The head movement from Clay Collard. Oh boy, this
Spinning attack dropped. Clay Collard is now in trouble here. Davis hammering away. Oh! The stoppage for Alfie Davis!
I gotta say, that was a superb stoppage by Blake Grice. He got in there, not only did he save the fighter from more punishment, but he caught his head as he was going down.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Blake Grice stops the fight. 2 minutes and 12 seconds into round one. Your winner by TKO, advancing to the semifinals of the PFL World Tournament, the X-Man, Alfie Davis.
Tail the tape brought to you by Valor Energy. Brent Primus, 40 years of age, does not appear to be slowing down much. Alfie Davis is 33. Davis is 1 inch taller, but it is Brent Primus with a 3-inch reach advantage.
Fighter ready?
Winner advances.
Fighter ready? Timekeeper. Fight, gentlemen.
To a $500,000 World Championship fight. Southpaw stands for Alfie. Opens the action with that inside leg kick. And then switches stances.
There are so many different looks that Alfie Davis can give you on the feet. He can stand tight Muay Thai style. He can go super bladed like Wonder Boy. He can play a lot of different games with his striking skills, but of course he's expecting this from Brent Primus, and he defends the first takedown. That's a big statement.
Showed the knee, then threw the left hand after it. Primus trying to punch his way in behind left and right hands.
If you're Brent Primus, you've got to try and get a hold of Alfie Davis, and he is just a hurricane of limbs. It makes it really difficult to try and figure out how you're going to get inside because of the complexity of his game. Punching your way in is definitely the way to go.
He's definitely got to do it just like that. He's got to punch his way into that. He can't shoot naked shots. He'll get caught.
Alfie Davis with the double underhooks, and Brent Primus still going with that outside reap, and he kicks off the fence. Interesting, he did talk about this.
Talked about pulling guard.
He said in the fighter meetings, I may pull guard. Promise not to make fun of me on the broadcast. I said, we will make no such promise, Brent Primus.
I thought he was punking us, to be honest. He's looking for rubber guard here. Looking to try and pull that leg into the front of Alfie Davis's face.
All jokes aside, Randy, it shows a certain growth mindset in the sport. If you are so successful as a wrestler for so long and you know you want to get this fight to the ground, why not do it by any means necessary, even if the takedowns aren't working right away?
He had his first takedown attempt stuffed by Alfie Davis. This is another option for him to get this fight to the floor. I'm sure he'd prefer to be on top, in top position, but he's here and where he wants to fight, which is on the ground.
Well, the reason he felt comfortable in pulling guard is he said his sweeps are just as good as his top game. We'll see if that proves to be true with Alfie Davis on top for now.
Yeah, he keeps going back to this rubber guard position. Now, one thing that I will say is Alfie Davis at GB Top Team has got a bunch of people that can utilize rubber guard. Perhaps not to the level of Brent Primus, though, but he's certainly going to be aware of what he needs to do. Whether he can do it is another thing entirely. At the moment, you can see him trying to bury his head over to the side that Brent Primus is attacking. He's trying to isolate the right arm of Alfie Davis.
Go-go plata attempt here. And he had a go-go plata years ago. Was fight of the month by Sherdog back then.
Trying to switch to the omoplata if he can get
MMA
this
junkie,
angle.
rather.
Yeah, Alfie's got to keep his chin down because if the foot of Brent Primus goes underneath his chin, the go-go plata's in play. Right now, we're in an awkward omoplata position where Brent Primus can't really do a great deal to get Alfie Davis moving. It's almost like he's got to. See, Brent Primus wants to turn himself this way, so he's facing the opposite. Now he scrambles the top position. This is really where his wrestling can take over.
He used the omoplata to create a scramble and use it as a switch.
Clever work.
Get comfortable.
Can he make something happen now with about 90 seconds remaining in round one?
Trying to get the full mount.
There we go.
He's trying to drive his leg through. Alfie's doing a good job of defending full mount. Now he goes back to a loose guard position.
Nice, nice. You got elbows from the top.
Big shots from Brent Primus.
Hard elbows. Settle in.
Alfie compromising that position, though, by moving underneath. Getting his legs back involved, trying to grab a butterfly with his left. He's got one on the right side.
I think Brent Primus could stuff that knee if he wanted to. I think he's going to try it now and go straight into mount, and there he is. That's bad news. Look at Alfie Davis scramble.
Nice little elbow escape by Alfie Davis to get back to half guard.
Good work, Brad Pickett in the corner, coaching Alfie Davis through this position.
Nice, nice elbow. Nice, short shot, perfect.
Oh, and his blood as well.
elbows.
That looks like fresh blood from one of those big elbows that Brent Primus has landed.
30 seconds.
Let's see where the blood's coming from. Yeah, it's from the side of the head of Alfie Davis by the look. Probably from one of those.
There's another
Those ice
backward,
pick,
downward
yeah.
elbow. Ice pick, I like that. Last 10 seconds of round number one. Brent Primus on top of Alfie Davis in a lightweight semifinal with more elbows.
Gentlemen.
We go picture in picture so you don't miss a moment of the action thanks to a Turo tire.
Good.
There
Ready
is
for two?
Brent Primus,
Ready for
former
two?
Bellator
Fight,
World
gentlemen.
Champion, last year's PFL runner-up at 155 pounds. Davis in the orthodox stance to open this round.
Slightly longer, lower stance this time for Alfie Davis. More prepared to defend the takedown.
Getting his legs involved with the kicks. It's always a tough calculation against a really good wrestler. How many kicks do you want to throw?
Yeah, it's very tough to sprawl when you're posted on one leg. Switching leads is a good idea because that changes where Primus can shoot.
Alfie Davis also talked about the move to GB Top Team and how they've encouraged him to not always be on his toes. Sometimes to sit down and trade a little bit. And this is where he feels like he can start putting some people away. That was a good overhand right from Brent Primus, though. Knocked Alfie Davis's head back momentarily.
Good defense here from Primus as Alfie Davis showing a lot of looks with the striking.
Nice drag with the back foot, feinted the kick, came over the top with the hook. Tricky is Alfie Davis.
Good left hand right down the middle, split the guard of Brent Primus.
I think he's looking for that jump knee. He is.
Instead, he steps for that quick, almost a jab speed on that left cross.
Nice. That footwork is amazing by Alfie.
Yeah, it is. I think he's trying to annoy Brent Primus with those long-range shots to try and encourage a level change.
Try to time a knee potentially, Dan?
Absolutely, I think so. Especially when he switches to this stance. It's that left knee that you want to be watching out for. There it is. I like that double hook as well.
Now Primus charging forward.
There's the level change. And Primus has got a drive on him.
I always make the same joke about Brent Primus. He's a lightweight, but he's got middleweight arms. Anytime he gets his hands on somebody, they end up either gassing themselves out trying to defend the takedown or on their back.
Alfie Davis with the underhook, trying to use a knee shield instead of accepting that single leg, but Brent Primus drops again. Alfie Davis sprints away.
Nice work by Alfie to see that coming this time.
Yeah.
Not get pulled to the floor.
Oh,
Primus landed that short hook.
That made Alfie's hook miss.
right?
You hear the corner of Alfie Davis saying, "This is where you're dangerous, be loose." Can't argue with that assessment. When Davis is picking and poking and throwing these quick strikes, he's having a lot of success. Gives a kick into the body of Brent Primus.
Yeah, I like that kick to the body. I'd like to see him utilize that a bit more.
Oh, nice
Overhand cross.
A nice knee to the body by Alfie. Alfie getting creative.
Nice short cross. Got to keep his chin down at the end of those.
Oh, there was that knee again.
He timed the knee well, and it looks like Brent Primus just chewed it up and spit it out.
That's because he's got a middleweight neck as well.
Are we realizing that Brent Primus might just be a middleweight? 90 seconds left in round number 2. It has been a much better round here for Alfie. Can he stay on his feet for the final minute plus?
And Alfie absolutely did his homework on being in the clinch, being against the fence, using those underhooks, keeping Brent Primus off of his hips and off of his legs.
It's definitely been a better round for Alfie Davis. It's been frustrating at times for Brent Primus. Still a minute to go.
Oh, big knee to the body and a hook to follow from Alfie.
Same side attack as well. Left knee to left hook.
Give Primus credit in the striking exchanges, though he's landed some big punches here in round 2.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a spinning elbow.
Tried that spinning elbow.
Did that hurt Primus?
I think it hurt
It
him a
might have
little
hurt
bit.
him.
And now the
Raised.
head.
He's in trouble.
Here comes a knee.
Alfie unleashing combination.
He is in big trouble.
Primus has 30 seconds left here in round 2.
So many different angles of attack from Alfie Davis. And he really steps through with those power shots as well. Hey!
There's a spinning heel kick.
You know when Primus starts moving
Kick from
forward.
the Axeman. Uppercut. Flurry again. Davis evading the counter striking, and that time Primus stuck through with a right hand.
Look at the movement.
We go picture in picture so you don't miss a moment of the action thanks to Valor nitrogen-infused energy drinks. We head into round 3 potentially even. Randy, is that how you have it?
I have it 1 round apiece. I thought Brent did a great job of winning the first round by pulling guard and getting that reversal. And Alfie did a great job of countering and not getting caught by drug to the ground when he tried to pull guard in the second.
Yeah, and he really starts to just, oh, beautiful check hook. He's just starting to find his rhythm now as well. You can see he's loosening up at the end of that round. But he can't take this success for granted because Brent Primus, with a big right hand bomb over the top and a power double, could change this fight again.
And now Primus wrestling his way to the top position. Davis staying up on his feet.
Nice adjustment by Alfie. Knew exactly where Brent was going to go after that first round. He's made that adjustment.
Alfie's got to respect the right hand of Brent Primus. Lead uppercut. Now a stabbing kick to the front.
There we go again. He drifts off, tries to catch that check hook.
Kevin Lee backstage watching this. One half of our main event against Gadzhi Rabadanov. If he can pull the upset tonight, he will fight the winner of this bout in our PFL World Tournament Final coming up in August. Blood from the ear of Brent Primus.
The footwork and angles of Alfie Davis is remarkable.
It really is.
He's done a great job. Knows exactly where Brent Primus is trying to get him now.
The little dance moves in the middle of this fight for Alfie Davis, showing how comfortable he feels when he's on his feet.
Oh, nice left.
Big long
Left hook there from Brent Primus. Oh, elbow misses and off balances Davis. He's on his back with 3 minutes left in round 3.
He kicks away, but the scrambling to his feet is really, really going to be difficult because Brent Primus, this is his game.
3/4 mount here for Brent Primus. If he can slide his left foot forward, he'll be fully mounted on Alfie with lots of time left.
That Brent Primus shoulder pressure. He's so good at bullying his opponents, just moving them in the direction that he needs them to go. Look at the angle of Alfie Davis's head on the fence here. I mean,
there's the full mount. Halfway through the round now. Does Alfie Davis have an answer? Can he stop an offensive output from the top for Primus?
High mount now by Primus. Elbow escape attempt by Alfie Davis, but Primus counters it.
Full mount against Brent Primus, and things were going so well for Alfie Davis. Just shows you one takedown.
So far, it's only positional, though, for Primus. He has not yet really mounted any offense from here. Davis trying to come out the back.
Oh, well, almost out.
Almost only counts in hand grenades and horseshoes.
Alfie Davis must be thinking to himself, I've just got to get this fight to the feet. I need another minute on the feet, and I can take this fight. And Brent Primus holding on to this position. I wonder if in his mind he's thinking, I've got to do more to win this round.
Slides the knee back and drives it into the midsection of Alfie.
Alfie trying to scramble. Got to be careful not to give up his back against Primus.
Great work by Primus, breaking him down as he's scrambling. Alfie keeps hitting with these elbows, though.
Judging becomes so important in situations like this. These are dominant positions for Primus.
Single now. Alfie might be looking to get out. Back up.
Alfie at least to the top.
Now can Alfie back out of this guard? Stand and back out.
Or will he stay here for ground and pound to try to finish out round 3 on top? Brent Primus still dangerous off his back.
Yeah, inside 1 minute now. I think Alfie might try and posture up and land a few big punches. If there's space, he might scramble, but of course, he can land significant shots here, and Primus is tired as well. There's a big shot.
Good hammer fist from Alfie. And
nice
an elbow.
Beautiful elbow.
See Primus kicking out, trying to get an arm, but Alfie Davis's base looks like it's too good for these last 20 seconds. Couple more big shots from Alfie Davis.
Left hand comes down again and again for Alfie. Landed a good one there, hammer fist.
I don't know what that was.
Somersault kick from Alfie Davis to finish the round.
Did he add capoeira to his arsenal?
Why not?
The proprietary AI scorer here in the PFL gave the fight to Alfie Davis. The verdict fans agreed. The scorecards that matter are with Greg Hamilton.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds by these two warriors, we go to the judges' scorecards, who all scored the fights 29-28 in favor of your winner, advancing to the PFL World Tournament Finals, the X-Man, Alfie Davis!
As As we take a look at our Dude Wipes tail of the tape for the main event lightweight championship. Alfie Davis 33, Gadzhi Rabadanov is 32. Alfie the taller fighter here at 5'11", but both men turned into 71-inch measurement on the reach. Gadzhi Rabadanov's in the dark trunks. Alfie Davis is wearing green. We're set for 5-minute rounds.
I'm just going to use the front 10% of my seat for this one, guys. I think I'm going to need the rest of it. Might be standing soon. Interesting what Alfie was saying the other day about how he can adapt his striking. He's a chameleon, he said. He can adapt to any kind of striker that he sees, and he has different styles of striking that he can adopt to deal with different problems. My question is, what style does he adopt to beat Gadzhi Rabadanov?
My question, Dan, is whether or not he has to adapt to a striking style at all, because of course Gadzhi has shown a ton of proficiency in the striking arts, especially recently, but he does come from that Nurmagomedov school, and wrestling is the staple of the system. Big swing and a miss for Rabadanov.
Alfie also mentioned the fact that Rabadanov's not very big for this weight class, and I've not really thought about it until I see them side by side right now. Alfie looks just generally the bigger, more muscular fighter.
We talked about that in his last fight because he was taking on Brent Primus, who is a monster for the weight class.
Right, keep him high, don't do that again.
A little bit taller, maybe.
Good.
Primus, of course, huge and muscular, but Alfie was not outsized in that bout.
Little inside kick, slid up the thigh.
Oh! Axe kick
shot
from the Axe man. Rabadanov crowded it and off-balanced Alfie.
Alfie looking for that counter left hook again as he's peeling off the center line. Keeps switching his stances, and every time he switches his stance, there's the elbow look. He's got options.
Smart by Gadzhi Rabadanov to not catch that kick and dive in.
Yes.
A lot of homework done by both camps, trying to find tendencies, potential issues.
I wonder if in a fight like this, Rabadanov's going to take some time to figure Alfie Davis out because he is so unorthodox. I mean, nobody in the gym, even if you get really good martial artists from different types of styles, you're not going to be able to replicate what Alfie Davis does. So a feeling out process from Rabadanov makes sense here.
It's like trying to figure out Lyoto Machida while you're in the fight with Lyoto Machida.
Yes.
That's impossible.
Looks for that counter left hook again as Rabadanov touches the body with the jab. Thinks about a knee. Good pressure by Rabadanov. This is going to stifle all of the spinning kick attacks of Alfie Davis because he's so crammed up against the fence. Looks for the counter again. Splits his stance to power it.
Both guys picking and poking with single shots here in the first round.
Trying to figure out what traps to set, what traps to spring.
There's a combination from Gadzhi.
Good discipline with that right hand of Alfie Davis as well. It's staying on the chin most of the time. He knows that left hook is of danger, but Rabadanov talks about his right hand being his best weapon. We've just not really seen it. Oh, that was a big right hand over the top.
Alfie with the looping punch there. Rabadanov has the jab blocked.
A little mouse on the temple of Rabadanov where that punch landed.
See a lump on the side of Gadzhi Rabadanov's head.
Yeah, that's where that punch just landed.
The temple. Tricky. Tries with the jab to the body. I think he's going to use that to set up that left hook, though. I think he's trying to get Alfie to react to that body shot, drop his hand.
Little showboat.
Rabadanov looking like he's trying to find a home for that right hand. Into the clinch.
Double underhooks for Gadzhi Rabadanov.
Got over under.
Final few seconds of round number one, a feeling out process for these last 5 minutes. Welcome back to Bojangles Coliseum in Charlotte, North Carolina. Sean O'Connell, Randy Couture, Dan Hardy on the commentary desk. Alfie Davis, Gadzhi Rabadanov in the smart cage, squaring off in the second round of potential 5. Lightweight World Tournament Championship bout in front of us. And if you're looking for clarity on how to score round number one, don't look at the PFL proprietary AI score. They're tied in round one.
Wow, really?
Oh, wow.
Wow. Has that ever happened before, guys? I can't think of it. Has it? Oh, nice takedown.
Great work by Gadzhi Rabadanov. Grabbed the single leg, stepped through, split the legs of Alfie, tripped him to his back.
Long time to work here as well for Rabadanov. It's like Alfie's main focus is to tie Gadzhi up here. I don't know whether he's going to try and scramble. I don't know whether he's even going to try any submissions. He might just wait for a stand-up.
Right hands to the body for Gadzhi. Alfie maintaining a closed guard for the most part. Trying to tie up the arms of Rabadanov.
Alfie was also talking about the fact that when Rabadanov is in these positions, he does tend to open up for big strikes at times, and there are opportunities for him to scramble there. Maybe Alfie's waiting on a scrambling opportunity, but Gadzhi's being quite disciplined with his posture at the moment. I think he probably realizes how much of a live wire Alfie Davis is. Good kick away. Beautiful work by Gadzhi, just sliding his knee into the hip. Looks like he might be able to pass to the other side. He's got the legs wrapped, and he elevates to the fence.
Gonna try to look like he was working for that Dagestani leg irons.
Yeah.
Alfie got out of that situation.
Alfie climbing his guard up for a moment. Clamps on the head and arm. Rabadanov's got the fence to use to his advantage now, though.
Half guard now by Rabadanov.
Yeah, and he's going to keep that foot. Oh, no, he took it out. I thought he was going to use that to keep the legs open, but this half guard position looks like he's comfortable. He's elevated the leg of Alfie Davis, you can see there. Now he's going to try and unpick that, maybe pass. He's going to mount, I think.
2 minutes left in round number 2. Lightweight World Tournament final. Gadzhi Rabadanov looking to go back-to-back. Alfie Davis with his first World Championship opportunity here.
Trying to slide that knee through, trying to cut the knee across the hip line. Now he's in three-quarter mount.
Alfie got back to half guard.
He's got to work towards that underhook side. Alfie's flat on his back right now. There's the underhook again. Gadzhi does so good at shutting it down, though. He drops his weight onto it and clamps it. You can see here he's trapped that arm now of Alfie Davis, that left hand.
Got it. No, letting around the head. It almost looked like he had a cradle, but he slid down to a double.
Temporarily, Alfie Davis was able to get his feet on the hips of Gadzhi Rabadanov, unable to kick off.
Going for an Ezekiel.
Yeah, don't see those very often. Yeah, Alfie doesn't seem to have any kind of intention to scramble here. Looks like he's playing into the 5-round thing, and it's like, right, 10 seconds time, we're back on the feet again. The thing is, though, Rabadanov now knows if he gets this fight to the floor, he's going to meet very little resistance, either on the floor or getting back up.
Stop. Are you ready?
Round 3 of a possible 5 in this championship bout for our 2025 World Tournament. Alfie Davis is in the green, Gadzhi Rabadanov is in the dark trunks.
Rabadanov really stifling the movement of Alfie. Little glove touch there for an accidental groin shot. This is where Alfie wants it, where there's space around him. He immediately looks more relaxed when he's got a bit more space. As soon as he feels his back foot touch the fence, he starts to look a little agitated under the pressure.
Just missed with an overhand left at Alfie. Oh! Scooping right uppercut and a straight left. Best combination so far for Alfie Davis.
He's a very slick striker. It's like he's waiting for Gadzhi to do something in particular. Maybe he's trying to set him up for something. Ooh. Oh, he's a cut under the eye of Alfie Davis.
I think that was from the groundwork.
Is that right?
In the last round. A little mouse.
Small trace of blood from that left temple of Gadzhi Rabadanov. Davis tested a knee, tried to get Rabadanov to shoot down onto it.
Oh!
Rabadanov went underneath that spinning heel kick.
He's lucky he's no taller. Steady pressure constantly by Gadzhi. We're almost at the midpoint of the fight now as well. Oh, timed that knee well. Kind of just caught the chest of Gadzhi Rabadanov as he moved in. Look at that spinning elbow perhaps now. Oh, there it is, the rising elbow.
Little rising elbow from the center, and a nice little back elbow there.
Now Alfie's feeling confident. Some of these unorthodox strikes are starting to land. Can Alfie get into a rhythm here? Does he even want rhythm? Probably a better question.
You can certainly see Alfie's loosening up though. I mean, his confidence is rising with his striking, but that comes with space again.
Well timed again on the knee.
You hear the crowd getting behind Alfie Davis as well. Oh, man.
Got to be so careful. Anytime Gadzhi can back you towards that cage and get you to stop moving.
Thought about a spinning elbow. You can see the respect that Gadzhi's got for Alfie Davis because he's being way more cautious than he has been against anybody else that I've seen so far in the smart cage. He's really taking his time to find his opportunities.
1 minute left, as you probably heard on our microphones from the Alfie Davis corner. Ash Grimshaw, Brad Pickett coaching through. We're commercial free the rest of the way here on ESPN, the PFL World Tournament in 2025.
Clever movement from Alfie, probably his best round so far.
He's really stopped all the offense from Gadzhi Rabadanov here in round number 3. Round 2 clearly belongs to Gadzhi. Round 1, who knows?
He's trying to get Gadzhi's level change onto that rear uppercut. It's almost like he's leaning onto his back foot to load it.
Ten seconds left in round.
Oh, there's the elbow again.
The spinning elbow has become a favorite weapon, and Alfie continues to spin to the end of the round.
He's having a good time. If nothing else, he's having a good time.
Alfie Davis looking to pull off a major upset over Gadzhi Rabadanov, the 2024 PFL lightweight champion, who's undefeated in his last 12 bouts. Going back several years now, Gadzhi has not tasted defeat.
That was very quick. Was right down the middle.
Live odds still have Alfie as a significant underdog here, minus 700 favorite for Gadzhi Rabadanov.
Oh, runs him down.
Timed that very, very well. Level change under the punch of Alfie. Got to those knees. Trying to get that Dagestani leg irons right there. Stepping over both feet of Alfie Davis.
Around his legs. Clever work. Alfie Davis got to be careful he doesn't expose his back as he's being forced to turn away. Aaron Brunsutter saying that Alfie Davis thinks he's got 2 rounds.
Well, round 1 was a toss-up. Coin flip, in my opinion. 2 to Rabadanov, 3 to Davis. We're here in round number 4, and right now, this is exactly where Gadzhi Rabadanov wants to fight.
And this is just burning time as well for Alfie. This is not ideal at all. Looks like he's more willing to scramble in this round than he was in the second. You hear some crowd frustration for this this wrestling offensive by Gadzhi.
It's worth stating, if Gadzhi can't mount meaningful offense on top and Alfie is able to land an elbow or 2, we've seen judges in the past give the round to the guy on bottom if all there is top control with no damage. But Alfie right now is being smothered and not able to do any damage himself.
Steps over very fast. Alfie needs to try and get that right hand in an underhook position.
Look at the downward pressure from Gadzhi Rabadanov.
Nice kick up. Good effort by Alfie, but Gadzhi's pressure and control in top positions too good. He just floats over the legs. Quite happy to go back to half guard as well if he needs to secure the position. Alfie's trying to play a game here with the referee, but Jason Herzog's not going to give him that kind of reaction, I don't think.
You want to stand up, you've got to earn it. 90 seconds left in round 4. Shoulder pressure here for Gadzhi Rabadanov. The fans in Charlotte don't like the top pressure. They want to see more of the spinning stuff.
Yeah, right. Trying to slide that knee across again is Gadzhi. Alfie's got to try and get an angle. He could use the fence to walk up. 1 minute to go. switches his hips. He might try and unlock the legs again, step over into mount. 45 seconds. Alfie's playing a survival game here. Warning from the referee.
Smothering pressure here from Gadzhi Rabadanov. Alfie Davis has no answer, not able to create the scrambles that he thought he would be able to. Final few seconds of round 4. We'll head into the 5th and final frame in Charlotte. And I would be surprised if all 3 judges agreed on how round 1
exactly.
went.
On around. You ready? You ready? Fight.
Dan, if you're the corner of Alfie Davis, how do you keep him upright in this 5th and final round?
Look, I think one of the biggest things that's underestimated when it comes to takedown defense is striking volume. You know, the times when Alfie's not striking is when Gadzhi is setting up and making plans. Even if Alfie, oh, good knee. Even if Alfie's been a little bit more mobile, a little bit more active with that lead hand, it's going to give Gadzhi more to think about. And this is where Alfie starts to sneak in those really painful techniques, like that knee, like the rising uppercut that we just saw him try then again.
Even Gadzhi acknowledged that knee. I think it did land on his chest, but he gave a slight nod, which is all you're going to get from him. Alfie tried it again, stomped down with the left hand. Gadzhi was able to drift out of range. Good misdirection there from Alfie. Counter right hand, moves out of the way. Displaces that forward momentum for Gadzhi Rabadanov.
There's that sniping straight left again.
He steps as he throws that.
Yeah, he does. Gets to the outside lead foot. There's that rising uppercut one more time. Gadzhi's struggling with the striking of Davis more than I was expecting, if I'm honest. I thought Gadzhi's blunt force trauma was going to kind of work its way through at some point, but he's not been able to get the timing of Alfie Davis, aside from on the takedowns, which of course is where Gadzhi's dominating. Makes me wonder why we're 2 minutes into this round though, and he's not attempted another takedown yet.
I think Davis showed that knee early twice in this round. Gadzhi doesn't want to shoot down onto it. He very nearly did. I believe it was in round 3. There's a takedown attempt. Good work by Davis to stay upright on the initial push. Yeah, that gives a wag of the finger to the delight of this Charlotte crowd.
You know, I think if Alfie followed that left hand with a left high kick, he might be able to sneak it around the guard. He's not thrown as many high kicks, as obviously you can get tangled up. Ooh, a little turn off, little pivot left hook. Half a round to go. Gonna look for that darting left again, trying to draw Gadzhi onto it. Oh,
Big knee.
And yet Gadzhi pulls his way up to finish the takedown. Got Alfie just buying himself a little time here in the 5th with the footwork.
It's worth giving these guys a shout out for their conditioning as well, their preparation for this fight. Not that we expected anything less from them, but this does not look like the last 2 minutes of a 25-minute fight.
No. And getting Gadzhi to chase him is exactly what Alfie needs to do. As he gets him frustrated trying to chase him to land something, that's when he runs into one of those knees or those spinning elbows.
I mean, it is truly wild that the movement of Alfie Davis has almost removed a significant part of Gadzhi Rabadonov's arsenal with his own striking. Now with just over a minute left, Rabadanov completes the takedown.
Yeah, that might have been the final the final aggression of Gadzhi that got this fight to the floor. That might be all he needed. I've not seen anything from Alfie that's going to scramble him up from his back here.
But Gadzhi's he's got to mount offense from the top, because the takedown by itself, 1 minute left in the round, is not enough to win a round where you haven't landed any strikes. And so far this 5th round has been all Alfie Davis on the feet. You saw the look over to his corner from Alfie Davis. Big shoulder pressure here from Gadzhi, trying to stay busy on top.
You've got to think there's 2 rounds that are Rabadonov's, because he spent so much time in top position, right?
Absolutely.
And then what, you say in 1 round to Alfie that you can be sure of as well, and this one as well, so 2, and then it's a coin toss with the first one.
Look, a good squeeze on the neck there from Alfie. Final few seconds of this one. Gadzhi Rabadanov trying to pour on some pressure and snag another PFL belt to follow what he did in 2024.
Hell of a performance by both of these guys. Wow. What a fight.
There's the final bell. We'll go to the judges' scorecards again. And Randy, for me, it all comes down to how round 1 is scored. I don't think post-takedown we saw enough from Gadzhi to steal the 5th round.
I agree 100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 incredible rounds of your main event, we turn to the judges' scorecards, where all 3 judges scored the fight 48-47 for your winner by unanimous decision, and the 2025 lightweight PFL World Tournament champion, the Axeman, Alfie Davis!
A unanimous decision for Alfie Davis by the thinnest of razor-thin margins, Randy.
Wow, unbelievable. And it had to come down to how they judged that first round. So close.